Hello and welcome to Brodual. Today we have 4 mods inspired by the Elder Scrolls Online. Regardless of whether you're interested in ESO as a game, I still think you have to appreciate it as an expansion of the Elder Scrolls universe, and as such it's a great source for mod ideas. Every mod in today's spotlight can track their origins to the Elder Scrolls Online, but they're still being specifically crafted for the world of Skyrim. As you'll see in today's first mod, Skyshards. Skyshards is a collectible system in ESO that encourages exploration. The shards can be found all over Tamriel, inside the smallest caves and on top of the highest mountains. Once you gather 3, you're then rewarded with 1 skill point that you can spend in any way you want. The Sky Shards are said to appear whenever Tamriel is in crisis, so with Skyrim in the middle of a dragon crisis and a civil war, the Sky Shards have appeared to offer help to any would-be heroes. The mod scatters 66 of them all over Skyrim, all purposely hand-placed to cover a wide variety of areas. Just like in ESO, some will be out in the open, whereas others will be tucked away in less obvious places. When you find 3, you're rewarded with a single perk point to spend however you want, so if you find them all, that's a whopping 22 extra perk points. That might sound like a lot, but remember that the Sky Shards have been hand-placed to cover all areas of Skyrim, and are meant to be found throughout an entire playthrough. It's also very unlikely that you'll stumble upon all 66 of them naturally, so we think it's balanced well. Especially if you're using a perk overhaul that adds a bunch of extra perks, since that'll devalue what a single perk point is worth anyway. All in all, we've been fond of mods that reward exploration since the very start of Skyrim, and Skyshards is a mod that does just that. Next up we have 2 mods that have brought ESO bosses into Skyrim. First is the Dwarven Colossus. Technically this isn't a boss in ESO yet, and in fact it only made its debut a couple of weeks ago in the Morrowind DLC trailer. In Skyrim, the Dwarven Colossus is a more powerful version of a Centurion, coming with increased resistances and using fire as its main source of power. You can find 3 of them in the game naturally, 1 in Blackreach, 1 in Ralthar and a 3rd in the Sightless Pit. Each of them are considered bosses, so expect a decent challenge when fighting them, but they're not out of the realm of what you'd usually expect when fighting a Dwarven automaton. They come with custom sounds but use vanilla textures, so any Dwemer metal retextures will have an effect. On top of a tough fight, there's also a chance for them to drop a rare weapon, a huge warhammer with an enchantment that makes it particularly useful against Dwarven automatons. Altogether it's a simple mod, but if you're hyped for the Morrowind trailer, then it's pretty cool to see the Colossus in Skyrim. The second boss mod is for the Harvester. Harvesters are powerful Daedra first introduced in ESO. They have a Medusa-esque style to them, but they come with 4 arms and use powerful magic to destroy their enemies. In Skyrim, Harvesters come in 2 versions, one where they're a normal powerful monster, and then a Dread form, where they're more of a boss. The normal versions can be found randomly in the wild, guarding certain locations, and they can even be summoned by the player or powerful warlock NPCs. Just like how the Colossus behaves like a Centurion, a Harvester behaves like a Dragon Priest. However, their attacks have also been recreated to fit in the blue flame style they have in ESO. They also come with fitting paralysis abilities like their original counterparts. Also, like the Colossus, killing them gives you the chance to find rare loot. This time it's the Scourge Harvester set, coming with a helmet, pauldrons and a shield. It's similar in style to the vanilla Daedric pieces, but it's a bit more flamboyant in its looks, and slightly more powerful in its stats. As you probably worked out, both of these mods come from the same mod author. He also has a bunch of other non-ESO related monster mods, so be sure to check those out too. The 4th and final mod for today's spotlight is Dolmen Ruins. Dolmen anchors were used by Molag Bal in an attempt to physically drag Nirn into Cold Harbour. In ESO they were used as a way to fight some of Molag Bal's enemies and claim a reward for doing so. In Skyrim they've been out of commission for a long time and are now in ruins, long after the defeat of Molag Bal. But despite them no longer being active, people all around Skyrim have reported that the ruins are guarded by all sorts of nasty creatures, from Daedra to the undead. The mod adds a total of 12 Dolmen Ruins, all in various states of decay and scattered all over Skyrim, so again it's a type of exploration mod, but of course they're nowhere near as common as the Sky Shards. Also, unlike the Sky Shards, you won't get a direct reward for visiting them and they're mostly just for show. However, the creatures guarding them can be a fun and handy way to grab some of those more rare Daedric ingredients. We think it'd be pretty cool to see an active Dolmen in Skyrim, but the ruins are script free, highly compatible with other mods, and just a nice simple addition to the game. And that marks the end of today's spotlight. If you know of any other ESO inspired mods, then we'd love to see them in the comments down below. Remember to endorse any mods you enjoy using, check out g2a.com, and thanks for watching.